We're live. Welcome back to the LIdat podcast. As always, I am your host, Sam. Feel free to call me Sammy or Poppy, especially Poppy. Okay, look at this guy. Today
I'm
I'm
too lazy.
today I'm joined by Jose, the Weird Hat Guerrero.
The GOAT. Call me the GOAT.
Jose, how the fuck you doing?
I am fantastically tired.
Fantastically tired.
I know. I have a big head for my big brain.
Mm, the big brain theories you had last week.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't remember what the fuck I did last week. But sure. Yeah. Oh fuck, where's the thing? Alright.
Well, thanks for asking. I'm doing great too.
Oh, yeah, how are you?
Man.
But can you get me let me get to it. Like you're always rushing me.
Nah, man, I've been
Shit.
good. I've been good. Okay, now. That's just loud.
Let me lower that all the way down.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I think I just convinced my entire family to jump on Call of Duty tonight, which it stemmed from me posting on Facebook. No one on any of my socials can take me in hand-to-hand combat,
Mm-hmm.
and that switched to Smash Brothers. And I went on and I just destroyed my cousin in Smash a couple hours ago. Kicked him off the game because he got tired of getting his ass whooped. Then it went to Call of Duty. So tonight I'm supposed to get all my family from Florida, New York, Tennessee, whatever.
You have family in Tennessee?
Yeah, Matthew, talk to him.
Oh right. I was like, Tennessee. I never heard anyone from Tennessee.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna get on tonight. I'm gonna bust all the asses. That'll be pretty fun. Just secure my dominance as the best gamer out of my family.
That's what you gotta do. I believe in asserting your dominance in a relationship.
I
You know,
gotta
you
secure my
have to
dominance.
you gotta demand respect.
Remind him, hey, none of y'all beards connect, and then y'all can beat me in games. That's it. Number one beard, number one gamer.
All right, demand respect. That's what I like. I like demanding respect. I like dominance. How does Trump say it? You gotta dominate.
Oh my god, dude. We're not even 3 minutes into the conversation. Is that
Hey man,
man?
you gotta make
Yo,
it
but
pop it.
besides that, I'm before we start recording, you told me you had something to say.
Oh, I had something to say, but that someone took away all my words and just
I
filtered them.
I ain't filter nothing.
All right. Long story short, someone DM'd Sam and basically told him that they didn't agree with my.
You could have just clarified. You don't have to say all those details.
I gotta say all the details. They gotta know who it is.
They're not
Basically,
gonna know who it is though.
Jesus, they're gonna know. All right. Long story short, they didn't agree with my view on black people, and my clarification on that is that I never gave my view on black people. I was just answering a question that Sam asked. That was, what is the view of black people in the Hispanic communities?
The Dominican community, more to be more
Yeah,
exact.
more exact. It had nothing to do with my views. It was just their view.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever had a question, if you have for some reason you questioned it, like, oh, is this Jose's actual view? There was a point in the podcast where Sam clarified and said that's not his point of view. That's other people in the Dominican community points of view of black people. So it had nothing to do with me. If you bothered to listen to it for more than 5 minutes, you will realize that it had nothing to do with me. And just for future reference, let me clarify. If you have
Look into the camera. Look into the camera.
if you have a legitimate point on something that I said and you disagree with, that's fine. But if you don't even bother to listen to more than 2 minutes of the podcast and just make a conclusion of what I said based on that, just don't even bother me about it. Like the next time, I'm never gonna reply. Like I'm just gonna leave like an LOL face under Sam's contact messages and be like, yeah. I'm not like whatever. It's like reviewing a movie based on the trailer.
In all fairness, it seemed that her major concern, it is a her, by the way. I'm not just misgenderizing her. I think she's a mother. I think her main concern, to me, after me here talked more into the conversation, besides your point of views or what she thought were your point of view, was your point of view and Javon's point of view, and the person who did the podcast with last week, was the fact that she had concerns over the fact it seems like she believes we're gonna grow an audience. It seems that she believes that we are a decent to good podcast to garner an audience in the first place.
With that being said, I like your criticism. I fucks with you. I'll take it all back.
But then at the end of it, she's saying stuff like this, comments that you said or the comments that Javon said can come back to bite me in the ass.
Oh, cancel culture.
Yeah, so she seemed more concerned about my well-being or the podcast well-being in terms of growing in the future. So I can just add a little more clarification on her point. So, but she did start it off with not fucking with whatever the fuck you said, and not fucking with what Javon said.
Yeah.
But
again,
after
it was
I
never
got
my to you.
After I dug through that dirt, to get to what her feelings towards the whole thing is, it seems to be that she's concerned that since it's on the internet, it's never going to go away. So if someone was to see it and mischaracterize it in any way, that we can get in trouble for it. So that she came up with the idea that we should address it in this podcast. It wasn't my idea; it was her idea.
Point taken, but I feel that it was clarified enough. I feel like if you listen to because I rewatched the conversation, and I felt that it was pretty clear that it was not my point of view. So yes, it's in the internet, but if someone asks me, "Hey, Jose, I can't believe that those are your point of view of Black people," I would have been like, "Wait, hold up, did you watch it?" Because I was answering a question. That was not my point. I never said that's what I think of Black people. I mean, I rewatched it, and that's not.
And I think I did a fair job of like explaining. You did. I think you did a good job of explaining. Firstly, English isn't your first language.
Yeah.
So some words.
Yeah, some words I misused.
You misused, and I was trying to help you. Like, okay, I don't think you meant that word.
Yeah.
Right. And it was the same thing with Javon too. Even though Javon is obviously his first language is English, Javon at certain points inside the conversation forgot that he was talking to people, like a whole audience instead of just me and you. Like when he talks to me is a whole different way than how you're gonna talk to when you're trying to speak to an audience.
Yeah.
You know.
On top of that, I gave examples of where the view was coming from. Like I gave an example of the barbershop. Again, that it was what I heard of people saying. No, I agree. Not what I said.
You clarified that, so thoroughly.
I guess in the future, I'll do my best to just put a note before I say anything. Just like, hey, listen, this is not my fucking views, because it is pretty serious. But I don't know. This time, I felt that I clarified it enough. But I guess for the future, I'll keep it into account.
All right, off from that point. What's up, Jose? You driving today? You gonna drive the podcast today?
You driving?
Yeah, you driving.
You really want me to drive?
I drove the entire last podcast for 3 hours.
Bro, I'm developing road rage.
Road rage?
Yes.
It's a podcast. You're not on the street.
No. Listen, bikes do not belong in the streets. Where the cars are, I don't want to see no bikes. I'm gonna run them over. I'm this close to running over some bikes.
I think I'm about to regret having you to drive the podcast.
No, I'm telling you, I'm gonna run over some people. Also, whoever crosses the oh, you want to know what the fuck happened today? Yo, I am driving in this freaking intersection. This lady decides to cross the street, not where you know where it tells you stop or go, has a little like a person, white person. Yeah. That's where you're supposed to cross. You don't cross in the middle. You don't belong in the middle. So imagine these big ass trucks are coming full speed, and this little lady fucking crosses the street in the middle and looks at us like we're the retarded ones. She started cursing at us. I'm like, bro, I wanna.
Was she a Karen?
No, she was a Asian lady, but she looked at us like, how dare you?
We have to make a name for Asian ladies because they're just like white girls, except just Asian. We'll think of one soon. I'm thinking of Yoshi.
I was thinking Candy.
I like Yoshi.
Diamond. Lollipop.
Diamond.
Yeah, Diamond.
I never heard of an Asian person named Diamond.
It's a prostitute's name for Japanese people.
Is it?
Diamond.
How do you know
Yeah.
this?
I just made it up right now. I was just.
Oh no! Apparently you know this stuff. Apparently this is like in the back of your mind knowledge. I thought Yoshi, because Yoshi, Asian.
But isn't Yoshi a man?
Yoshi's a dinosaur.
No, but he's a guy.
But he has eggs.
But he's a guy dinosaur, Sam.
So what? Listen, man.
So you're trying to say that he's transsexual?
No, I'm not trying to say that.
I think you're trying to say that.
I'm trying to say that dinosaurs can't choose a gender.
I mean, he does put a lot of things in his mouth.
Mm-hmm. And if you look at if you play Smash Brothers, he throws eggs out of the under part of him.
You know what? That's not it. He's a bottom. Huh? Where does Mario?
Okay, let's go back.
No, hold on. I have a point.
God.
How does Mario ride Yoshi? Yoshi? Yeah, Yoshi. How does?
On the shell?
No. Sam, I'm about to pull up a picture right fucking now.
On top of him. I get it.
Exactly.
He's a bottom. So what about horses then?
Transsexual.
Horses are transsexual?
Yeah. Top or bottom. They do both. There are men in the sheets and females on the streets.
So you don't. What you're saying is, you don't let girls ride you.
Hell no. No.
You don't let girls ride you.
Hold up. We're getting spicy.
You don't let girls ride you.
You want to
just be chilling right there. Just do your thing.
But let's be honest, they can only do it for 3 minutes.
2 minutes. If you're lucky.
I'm exaggerating, by the way. 2 minutes.
If you're lucky.
They complain that we last.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop moving over. Your camera's defocusing. Like,
it's because I have the focusing. I'm here, but the focusing point is right in the middle. Let me just move it. There you go. No, that's not it.
Oh my lord.
There you go. Fantastic.
This high quality podcasting. I don't understand why we have people to watch our shit, man. Come on.
Listen, there's a way you can make it like auto and just focus where the fuck I am. I'm not gonna figure it out today.
So what you're saying is that you're transgender.
You know what? In the human species kingdom.
What's on the top of the kingdom of the human species? What's on the bottom of the species?
The alpha male.
Alpha male?
Yeah, the alpha male.
And what's the bottom?
The beta male.
The beta male?
I think a beta male is worse than a female.
So females are bad.
Not worse than a beta male. They're still better than men, just the beta ones.
So how many different tiers are in the human kingdom?
So we got the alpha male. Okay. Mm-hmm. Actually, I looked that up.
What about alpha females?
Alpha females, they're bad bitches. Mm-hmm. But from my understanding, an alpha female cannot be with an alpha male. You have to have a beta female and matches better with an alpha male.
Wait, what about wolf pack?
A wolf pack.
Aren't there both like?
No, I thought wolf packs. It was only the guy. It's only the.
I'm pretty sure it's both.
Because I know in Lion Kingdom or whatever, isn't it the girl who does the hunting and the man stays behind like a king?
Sure, but kings. But with wild dogs, I know there's the head female, like there's the beta female or whatever the fuck you call the female, and then there's the head male, and they're the only two people that are gonna mate and have kids the entire time, because any other dog in that kingdom is gonna get chased out eventually.
Oh, just like the lions. The lions, but the lions can fuck any girl. The lions can fuck all the bitches.
With the wild dogs, the male that mates with the lead female is only allowed to mate with that one female. That's his mate.
So what you're saying is the weird dogs.
No.
Because we can
I'm
only marry
asking you.
one.
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you, where
Uh-huh.
does a alpha female land on the list?
In the
Because
streets.
these are all your measurements, by the way. By the way,
And alpha.
these are all his words. The transgender jokes, everything is that's all him. I'm trying to see where he's gonna go with this. I'm trying to see where
All
what's his
right,
train of
and
thought.
an alpha female, that's a strong, independent woman, but needs a beta male for assurance, so she can carry
Where
on.
in the fucking pyramid
Oh, below the
does she
alpha
land?
male. Come
Below the
on.
alpha male? Why?
Yes,
Explain it to me.
because testosterone. And
Testosterone.
yes, and
What is the chemical? Not the chemical. The hormone testosterone have to do anything? Explain it to me.
we decide what gender the baby is. Hmm? Ever thought of that?
That has nothing to do with testosterone.
Yes, it does. Somehow, think about it.
It has to do with your balls.
Exactly. The balls
But
determine the gender.
girls have testosterone as well.
Not as high as us.
So more testosterone. So that means beta males are higher than alpha females then, because they have more testosterone than alpha
No, beta
females.
males do not have testosterone.
No, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
They don't.
No, yeah, they do.
They fucking don't.
Oh no. And I hear you. I hear what you're saying, but yeah, they do.
No, beta males need test boosters. Testosterone boosters. Their testosterone is super low. That's why they're betas.
Hmm.
That's why they're betas.
So it goes for you. It goes alpha male, alpha female,
yes.
then regular female, and regular male.
Strong, independent black woman, I think, is below alpha female. I think a strong, independent black woman.
Strong, independent black woman can't be an alpha female. That's what you're saying now.
No, she's an uber alpha female.
So
she's the omega.
So it goes alpha male, strong, independent black woman, alpha female, then regular females, or what comes after?
I would say Karens, just because they're so opinionated.
Karens get shit done.
They get shit done. They will call the cops on you, but they get shit done. They call the cops on you. They're getting shit done.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say Karen.
You think Karens aren't gonna do something? They don't understand how not to do something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're growing. They're growing.
Karens, and then what else? By the way, all Jose's words again. I'm just trying to see where he's going with this. I feel like within the next 3 years, I'm gonna need a new co-host. So just start sending the applications down, your resumes and whatnot.
Okay. I think right there, I think it's almost the bottom. I think that's where the beta male is at. Because the beta male doesn't know where to be at. Like, he doesn't want to be disrespectful to the females.
So where are the regular females at?
On top of the beta male.
So regular females and then beta males.
Exactly.
Alpha male, strong, independent black woman.
Omegas.
Alpha females.
Mm-hmm.
Karens. Women or females.
Mm-hmm.
And then beta males is your
beta
list.
males.
And just regular females are like second to last.
Second to last. It's fucking sad. But you know what's the trick about this whole situation? No female can get mad at me, because all of you are queens. All of you are alpha females. So you can't get mad at me, because if you do get mad at me, you're basically accepting the fact that you're just a female. So you can't get mad at me. 10 years down the line, you can't.
Or beta male, because...
Oh, no, they're bitches. They're not going to do shit. No, beta males are Tekashi 6ix9ine's fans. Those are beta males. You think I'm afraid of rainbow hair kid with a 6ix9ine tattoo coming up to my freaking...
If a kid came up to me and was like, let it get the sticky. I'm backing up. I'll keep it a whole being with you. I'm backing up from that guy, because I'm not sure if he knows my past. He might snitch on me. I'm getting the fuck out of there.
You know what you gotta do?
You ever played Yu-Gi-Oh?
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen Dark Hole?
Yes.
It's that one move that wipes off the entire board. That's where the snitch is. It don't matter. Do something. I dare you. I'm a snitch.
Nah. That's another trap card. Just take your pants off. Because what are you supposed to do if someone takes your pants off? Like, if you take your pants off, nobody can touch you. Who can touch you? That's sexual harassment. They can touch you. Think about it. I just blew your mind right now. I just ended the whole conversation. I might as well just walk out of this. We're done with this podcast. That's it. See you next week. I'm done with this shit. Black Lives Matter. Long live America.
God.
My president is black and my Lambo is blue. Only a few understand that reference.
Holy shit.
All right. We had our fun. That was fun.
Now time to serious podcasting.
To clarify, hold up, wait. There we go. To clarify, that was me having fun. Do not take anything that I say for real. I don't know what the fuck I was saying. I was just saying words, the alpha, the omega. I just read something about it and I was like, that's interesting. There we go. I clarified. I hope you're proud of me.
I'm not saying shit.
Okay, let's move on. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Okay, now I can.
Yeah.
All right, so the next topic is again kind of a funny one. Not a funny one, but an interesting one. We live in a climate where we disagree with a lot of people. I think it's the climate.
Okay.
We disagree with weather. Is there actual climate change? We disagree with everything. But my point, the main point of this topic is, where do you draw the line? Is it worth it to lose family members just because they have a different points of view from you? Because I think that's happening a lot. Not in my personal life, but I know of friends that just because they have a different point of view, their family looks at them weird, or they just don't want to fuck with them. You know, you get attacked if you're a Hispanic. I know a Hispanic girl that is a little bit of a Trump supporter, and kind of everyone just fucking just nukes her on a day-to-day basis. Will you ruin a relationship just for that?
Because of you talking about? Okay.
Different of opinion. It could be anything.
So okay. But like,
it could be politics, whatever.
Off of just a difference of opinion. No, I don't think I would close a relationship with someone off of a difference of opinion or politics or whatnot. I think where cutting someone off for me might come into place is in practice of what they agree in, what they believe in.
Okay.
So for example, if someone is, I don't know, let's say someone is PETA, for example. No, PETA is for like making sure animals are good and whatnot.
Cruelty, they throw
they throw
pain
blood
at you.
They throw pain or blood at you. What Carol Baskin, for example, was doing to the Tiger King person. What's his name? I'm forgetting his name. I'm blanking out on it.
George Exotic? No, it's not George.
Joe Exotic. Yeah, Joe Exotic. Yeah, Joe Exotic.
Close enough.
Yeah, what she was doing was like in practice, that's someone I wouldn't be able to fuck with, and I wouldn't have done what he did, like try to kill her. But he's a moron. But I would have got her shit shut down, 100%. It depends. Again, yeah, it depends on practice. Like if someone is actively trying to do something to you because of their beliefs, then I think that's when I really take it personally. I don't really care about stupidity. Like stupidity, like some people have political views that are just stupid. Like right now, defunding the police, right? Okay, let's say you defund the police. You defund the police, and everybody's saying vote. You must vote. Get this guy out of office. Vote. Right? All the places where police brutality is major is all Democratic states, and guess who? All the people are being told to vote for. What?
So it's like supporters coming out.
It's not a Trump supporter. It's simple logic. It's you want us to vote against. You want us to go against police brutality, correct? Okay. Which states have been shown, I guess, to have police brutality? Minneapolis was recently new. Well, recently happened. Democratic place. New York, Democratic. So maybe you should have a Democratic mayor. Maybe you should have a Democratic Senate leader, person,
Yeah, but
AOC.
what does voting Democratic have to do with the laws?
If
What's the
if
correlation?
what they're saying, if if their viewpoint is, excuse me, if their viewpoint is vote for the president or whatever whatever you want to vote for to get people out of whatever power because of the abuse, but it seems to be anti. This seems to it seems to be. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. 'Cause I don't really pay attention to it. I limit my social media activity because of stupidity in the first place. But if it seems to be anti-Republican or anti anything else that's not left, but left states are the places where all these things are happening at. If it's true, then it's like, well, your logic kind of destroys itself. I'm not gonna not support someone that does that. I'm just gonna, to me, you're stupid or you're just ignorant. And there's a difference between being stupid and ignorant.
Well, we can get into defund the police later. So
Yeah, but okay.
yeah,
Again,
like
it depends. It depends on practice. What are you practicing when you preach? Like if you're just preaching, I don't care. Most of the time,
mhm.
if you're practicing something that I definitely know I don't agree with, and it definitely gets either in my way or in someone's way that I care about, then at that point I either cut off that person or I become the opposing force for that person.
Mm.
Yeah, that's where I put it at.
Because I guess is the level of how extreme you do it. Like what is the extreme that they take in it?
This is not
Like
even
for example,
okay. Well,
like okay, I guess I'm not really the extreme, but like if my options were Bernie or Trump, I probably would have voted Bernie. Although you disagree with my view on it,
mm-hmm.
but I don't really ever bring up Bernie, like ever. Other than the only way I ever bring him up is if you bring him up. But it's not something that I ever bring up to you, or I never force down your throat, or it's not like I am
Yeah,
going over the top.
actively just Bernie, 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 Bernie.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hear
like
that. Yeah.
you will have to ask me
Mm-hmm.
for you to find out. Other than that, it's not something that I will ask. I will tell or I will show off. You know. And one of the other things that I was thinking about was would I date someone who is just religious? And I kind of got to the same thing as you. It was like, well, how what's the level of religion we're talking about? Like, there's people that are religious but don't necessarily are going to church every Sunday. But then I thought to myself, would I make any compromises for that said person? And I was like, okay, but what type of compromises? Like, if that person asks me, will you go to church with me every Sunday? I'm like, well, it's a family thing. It unites people. I could see myself going to
And it
church with
could
you.
be really good for kids.
Yeah, it could be great. Yeah, unification, whatever. Like I was like, yeah, I could see myself going every Sunday to church for 2 hours. It won't kill me, Or would you pray with me every day before we go to sleep? I was like, that's pretty innocent. What the fuck? We can just chill, hope for shit. I mean, we're just hoping at this point.
Hmm.
But if she's to the next fucking extreme, like I don't know, give me some extremes.
You have to go confess.
I gotta go confess. I mean,
Yeah.
I will kind of have fun with that. Okay, continue. I kind of ruined
uh,
it.
you have to go get baptized.
Baptized. Nobody is drowning me. You're not putting my fucking head underwater.
Your kids have to get baptized.
I don't really see them anything wrong. I mean, I don't like
So the
that.
issue is you, not with people that you might care about them.
Yeah, because I mean, I think I would let my kid be baptized. I don't see nothing wrong with it. It's just they're just sinking him in water. I mean, I would be more worried about the kid. I'm like, is that okay? Is it gonna be okay? Should we really do that? Can we just wait a couple of years until
Yeah.
he can? I don't know. But I guess with me, it's just how extreme are you with it?
Yeah.
Like, are you into conspiracy theories? Okay. Are you every single day telling me about the deep state and that Hillary Clinton was a child molester and Obama was into the Secret Service and then the Pope uses red shoes, so that means he's a devil worshiper? Someone actually told me that. You know what I mean? Like, what is the extreme we're talking about, and how much are you gonna push it? But other than
I
that,
have a question for you.
what's up?
Would you be able to date someone that didn't believe in dinosaurs?
Didn't believe in dinosaurs?
Yeah.
I mean, if it makes you happy, I'll be like, all right,
I
cool.
want to date someone that didn't believe in dinosaurs.
You want to date someone? Why?
I want to date someone that didn't believe in dinosaurs.
Why?
Because that just proves that even though there's evidence of something, you still find a way to whatever. And at that point, you just, to me, you're neurotic. Like you might have like some type of screw loose somewhere inside your brain. It's like flat earthers. I'm not gonna date a flat earther.
Yeah, but okay, all the dinosaurs. Like, all right, let's just say you just ask her once, and she's like, "Yeah, I don't believe in dinosaurs." But it's
Yeah, I want
other
to
than that, everything is perfect.
I want to date her.
Really, she never brings it up. Never. It's not even a issue. Like, it
No,
doesn't ever bring
the
it up.
fact that she doesn't believe in dinosaurs, mind you, it is an issue. But the issue that stems from that is that, okay, so proof doesn't matter to you.
Okay, I can see
proof of an existence. Evidence doesn't matter to you. Someone like that would be neurotic. Would neurotically believe claims of stuff that might not even exist, just because.
So okay, so that if that is a problem, that's a recurring issue. But
no,
let's just say for
not because it's a recurring issue. That's a red flag where I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna date you.
Even if it's just dinosaurs, but like let's just say you give her proof of the Earth is not flat. She's like, yeah, that's the only thing. It's just a dinosaur thing. For some reason, she doesn't believe it.
Well, but the same thing with me. Like the same thing for example, people that believe in like star signs, like zodiac signs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like if a girl, if one of the, I have like a list of like 10 things that if someone brings up, if zodiac sign is one of the first 10 things a girl talks to me about, I'm not gonna date her.
Don't your girl bring that shit up? Hasn't she?
My girl brought it up, but it wasn't the first 10 things she said, and she's learned never to bring that shit up to me again.
Okay, I'm with you.
Because my girl's religious.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to her. I'm like, well, you can't believe in both things. Because if you believe in both things, in one of these religions or one of these belief systems, you're going to hell. So I'm like, you gotta make up your mind.
Okay, the zodiac thing. Do I believe in it? No. But it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to know that I'm a guy with a horse and an arrow. Even though I know it's bullshit and it's just another like generalization on things. Like for example, we could be two different signs, but it could be a generalization like the sun is gonna be blue today and you're gonna be happy. You know, like it fits both of us. The sun is gonna be blue. The sky's gonna be blue. And when you see it, you're gonna smile. You know, that could be something general that fits everybody, but like they're making it seem like it's only a Sagittarius thing. Like sometimes I'm like, yeah, it's kind of. I mean, it's kind of cool. I can see why you like it, but I mean,
girls that talk that way, that females that speak about like zodiac signs like on a regular basis, they're very earthy. If you know what I mean when I'm talking about earthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spiritual?
No.
What do you mean earthy? Retarded?
Holistic. Emphasis on the beginning of the word.
Holes? Bro, you walked into that one. Fuck you. Give me my credit. Give me my credit. All right, yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I mean, back when I was a heathen and I didn't have a girlfriend who I love desperately. Any girl that came up to me with, "What's your sign?" Huh? I just want to know. Oh, it said my counter with that was, "What's your sign?" And the idea was as simple as this: if I knew your sign, and I knew which signs are compatible with what, I can just always lie. See the logic of that?
Yeah.
And then she's in her head like, "Oh, we're a match."
I think don't get me wrong. I think it's bullshit still, but it's like I don't know. I think a lot of things are bullshit, but it's kind of like interesting. The whole sign thing, you know, the constellations. That's kind of cool. I'm like, eh. You saw a guy with a horse.
The whole idea is this: you're telling me a piece of space debris that is burning in the
sky,
just burning far away
space,
and the vastness of space is telling me who I am as a person?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't disagree. I'm not disagreeing with you. Like, I'm with you. I'm with you. You know.
Yo, I think I was hanging out with Ish. It was a couple years ago. And I can't tell the story. Forget it. My girlfriend watches the podcast.
But yeah,
I'll turn details. Was in the cab. Was in the cab, and I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember all the details. I'm not sure we run on a Uber pool or we was already with people when we jumped in the cab.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl didn't even ask my name.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even ask my name. I sat down. She looked at me. Went like this. I bet you I can guess your sign. I looked at her and I was like, I bet you fucking can't. In my head, I said, bitch. She was like, are you a Leo? I said, haha, bitch, wrong. She was like, oh, no way. What are you then? I said, I'm a Virgo. And then she goes, oh, I got it wrong because you're a late Virgo. So your constellation sign is close to this. And then the mixture of energies is why I'm so confused.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Get the fuck out of
And
my
I was
face.
like, yo, Ish, you paying for this? You paying for this taxi? You paying for this taxi? Cause I'm not paying for it, bro. I already paid for it right now in this conversation. I dipped. I was like, nah.
Yeah. I guess there's certain things that you're like, yeah. I guess again, I think it's how extreme you are to it. Like, are you letting your life, be defined by that? Like, are you waking up every morning and you're looking into what is your sign? What does your sign says about you today? But I guess if I want to look at the good part of it, some people look at it as motivation. Like if they're down, maybe they look at their signs and they're like, oh, maybe today's gonna be a good day. You could see it like that. I'm trying to see the good things
You're trying to
about.
see the good thing. You're trying to pull something out your ass. Is what you're trying to do with this
Listen,
one.
bro, I've been posting. I've been
Have you ever
putting.
seen? Have you ever seen Have you ever seen someone that said their horoscope was bad?
Wait, what?
Have you ever heard of anyone that said my zodiac sign is so bad? Oh my god! You never heard nothing
No,
like
no.
that. Everyone's zodiac sign is perfect and it fits them perfectly. That means every serial killer was perfect with their zodiac sign. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
it's just like
Logically,
religion.
it just dies out.
I guess people use it as motivation to do good,
And
as strength
they're very
when they're
they're very
alone.
they're very spiritual, like the hippies. We all know what
Yeah.
hippies did in the 70s.
We also know what freaking priests do and their religious nonsense mumbo jumbo. I'm gonna throw them all in the same fucking basket. Carol basket.
I'm not gonna say nothing about priests.
All right, moving on. Basically, I guess to summarize the whole thing, as long as you're not freaking annoying about it.
And in practice, to me, it's just practice. To me, it's like I don't really care. Like, for instance, when me and you disagree heavily on things about Bernie, whenever we do talk about Bernie or like certain beliefs about school and whatnot, me and you definitely disagree. I still love you. Like that's not gonna change because me and you disagree,
Yeah.
right? And even with rights, me and you, we've had like I don't know, like almost every podcast before this one, we've had debates on where our rights come from
Hmm.
repeatedly, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We both believe that we do have certain rights at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We both believe that school is good fundamentally. I mean, we
Hmm.
probably won't agree at every level, but we agree education is important. So it's like
Yeah.
things like that is like, it's not like one of us is like, no, it should be legal to murder. Like no one's saying something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if someone's saying something like that, and it was like, whoa, get that guy. You know?
Yeah. I guess it's you also have to be open minded. Just because someone has a different opinion than yours doesn't mean that they're fucking the worst person on earth.
Yeah, I do have to say that if I doubt the person that sent the little comment is gonna hear this, but if she does, Javon's views are Javon's views. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you disagree with his views. I understand where, because it seems like her husband was stopped by cops, for no reason. I guess it was police brutality,
Hmm.
right? In her eyes, or misuse of power. But when I read further into, like, I seen her posting it, and I thought, I mean, he got stopped for, I think, for speeding, and then didn't have to pay a ticket because he went to court and fought it off. I'm like, so no harm, no real harm actually happened.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, granted, what you standing for to you may be positive, and you feel like you have the moral high ground because of an experience that might have happened to your husband.
Yeah.
That shouldn't affect Javon's views on something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Javon is a black man who has had bad experiences with cops,
Mm-hmm.
and he still has the views that he has. You know, or like and he was if you would have met Javon 2015, 2016, he was a Bernie fan.
Mm-hmm.
He was like the most democratic guy you could meet, that you could see or whatever like that, man. And it's like as you can see now, as he gets older, the more conservative he becomes.
Mm.
I was like, it is what it is.
Yeah, because even as I'm seeing the whole Black Lives Matter movement and hearing other people's experiences, I'm like, all right, just because your experience is different from mine doesn't mean that your experience is not valid. Like I never had a bad, I never had a bad, I don't know what's the word. Like I never had a
Bad experience.
bad experience with cops. But
Mhm.
just because I didn't have a bad experience with cops, it doesn't mean that they're lying. Like
Yeah, I
maybe
agree.
they're, yeah, like maybe they see white privilege and it has happened to them in
Hmm.
some way, but I have not seen it. So their experience is not invalid because I have not experienced it.
Hmm.
It's valid to them. It is. So I've learned to see that from their perspective. It's like, yes, just because I see something doesn't mean that's the only truth to it.
And not just hold on. And not only does that, if you don't trust people fundamentally
Mm-hmm.
in places of power, because even people that are trying to gain that power too, no one trusts them. No one trusts them either,
Mm-hmm.
because it's a whole power game and a whole power struggle. They're still people, and they
Yeah.
still lie, right?
Yeah. People are people.
And if you if you believe that everyone that says anything bad about anything is correct, then the whole world is a messed up place, and none of us should be even existing right now. If, for example, right, if climate scientists were correct or people were correct about the end of the world would have happened 20 years ago in the year 2000.
2012.
You know,
So, oh, that's another one. 2000. I forgot about 2000. Oh yeah.
so it's like
Yeah.
anyone can say something negative. They can have experiences, they can have visions, they can have stats and whatever, and they're still full of shit.
Yeah.
I've seen full of shit people try to game systems to garner whatever. So it's like, come on, bro. I've seen people walk down the street and claim something happened that did not happen because I was there, and but then they get the better end the better end of the stick. They given the reasonable
Benefit
doubt.
of the doubt.
Oh yeah, benefit of the doubt or whatever like that. So it's like, if you don't think people out there exist, I mean, just look at what happened with the riots, looting and stuff like that. It's just like, you think all the looters was for George Floyd? I saw a video when someone got arrested, and the cop asked him, "Yo, why you did that?" And he was like,
Hot pocket.
"Yeah, I'm trying to catch a dub. I'm
Oh,
trying
I
to."
thought you said hot pocket.
He was trying to rob shit during the riots, and he said, "I was trying to catch a dub. I was trying to hit a lick, trying to make some money." Say, and then the cop asked, "So it's not about George Floyd what thing either." It was at first, but then everyone, like, he basically saying everyone out here is trying to get money. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh.
Or gain
Interesting.
attention.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was this video of this girl. She was an influencer or whatever, but she was she dressed in black, made a sign, and got in front of the protest and decided to take a picture. It was not about the protest. She just wanted to take a picture next to the protesters and act like she was, part of the movement. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like it's not for the George Floyd. You're just using it because you want likes. Like you're not telling me you're a photographer. You're not a fucking photographer. You're just a fucking bitch. Like you're just taking advantage of the situation to get likes and be liked.
Yeah,
That's fucking disgusting to me.
It's posers.
Disgusting to me. Okay, so let's move on a little bit from that.
Also, I'm gonna leave a little nugget here too. I don't believe any group of people, be a minority or the majority, should pander to another group of people for something that you directly have nothing to do with.
Mm.
You can support them,
Mm-hmm.
but pandering is two different things. When you pander to a child, that child will act up more in the future. Supporting that child is how you make that child better. And I'm not comparing groups of people to children. I'm using that as an example of why pandering and supporting are two different things.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
I'd love to get into it, but kind of want to move on to.
I'd love to get into it too, but yeah, we had enough of that last week.
We'll get back to it. We'll get back to it later on.
I think we had enough of that last week. Let's move on from
All right,
that. Yeah.
move on. All right, Corona, COVID. Where the
Corona.
fuck is it at?
Corona,
Where is it at?
Corona.
Corona time. Where is it at?
What do you mean? Where
it has
is
been missing.
No, it hasn't.
Past, yeah, it has been missing.
No, there's been spikes in different states.
Finally,
there has been spikes in different states.
In the states of the protests.
Yeah, incubation. To get incubated, like after you catch it, like the first signs come up like within like within 3 to like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like, so for example, like say you had it, but you didn't know you had it. Something that might happen is like you might not be able to taste anything.
See, that's the thing about Corona, right? There's so many different reports. I don't know what the fuck to believe. There just came out 2 reports saying that if you're asymptomatic, the chances of you spreading it are low to nothing. And then there's another report saying that it cannot be transmitted through surfaces. Like, I don't know, if I touch my phone and I have Corona, it can't be transmitted to you.
Only source I'm listening to for any Corona information is the federal government. I am not listening to CNN, ABC, the WHO, any health organization that's not the federal government right now. I'm not listening to any of them because they made the world believe hydrochloroquine was something that's going to kill people, and more studies are coming out that it's actually beneficial for the whole coronavirus thingy. People were talking shit about private businesses. A private business. Gilead created remdesivir, which is basically right now the miracle drug to help combat coronavirus. The WHO said that America closing our borders was the worst thing. Was more bad than the virus itself. I'm not hearing shit from
that now.
From anyone besides the federal government right now. And I know people are like, oh, you can't trust the government. So far, there's nothing but check marks for me. I mean, in the beginning, Trump was saying some weird shit, but here's the thing with that. I'm not sure if Trump was getting his information in the beginning off of WHO. I don't know where his initial responses to the situation, the information was coming from. Because I'm pretty sure, because the World Health Organization, the whole world basically gets it. That's where they get the information from when it comes to disease and whatnot. So my fault. I'm pretty sure he got his information from there. And if he did get his information from there, and then later learn, oh, these are corrupt people that are sucking the assholes of China, then he correctly got himself the fuck away from there. He canceled all funding to them already. So I was like, well, outside of that, if I take away just that, the building of ventilators, masks, moving the National Guard or whatever to build hospitals. We have a surplus of things, right?
Before you go on, right now we're seeing things, hindsight being 2020. You know what I mean? Like at that time, I do not believe the Corona was a hoax and it was just a lie. I think it actually happened, and the problem was that we knew so little of it that new information kept popping up, and we just didn't know what to properly do or what actually to do. So I think it was a good idea just to close down, start shutting down some cities, because we didn't know what this freaking Corona disease, like we didn't know what the fuck it actually causes or who were affected or how it was transmitted. So continue, but just so everybody knows, we're looking at this hindsight being 2020.
Yeah. Also, everyone stated before I mean, I stated this before. It even went on. It even went on to media networks, right?
Uh-huh.
And I talked to you about this repeatedly. This isn't the first wave.
Hmm.
It doesn't take a mad scientist to figure this the fuck out. If this disease behaves like the flu, no one gets the flu during the summer. Not a one.
Mm. You're right. I
So
forgot about that.
so if the flu comes back every winter, and the flu's been around for like 50, 60 years now, guess what the fuck is gonna happen with Corona? It's gonna be the exact same thing. We're not gonna see any huge milestones into the effectiveness of certain drugs on Corona until January. So in the summer, people aren't seeing some places aren't having big spikes.
Hmm.
That's because if the coronavirus is out of your system already, then it's out of your system. You're gonna be fine during the summer. That doesn't mean coronavirus is dead. Because during the
Hmm.
summer, no one gets the fucking flu. The flu still exists.
Still just in there waiting.
Yeah.
So what would you say to the people that say
Coronavirus is a hoax. Coronavirus is a hoax.
that, and also can we
Because
open
Javon
shit
said
up
that.
again?
Because Javon said that. And yeah.
That I mean I don't agree with that, but there's also people who are saying okay, it's time to open up the economy. Like it's kind of getting a
Yeah.
little bit
No,
ridiculous.
I think we should open up the economy. New York
Hmm.
shouldn't. New York still shouldn't open up yet. But in the most part, I believe that it's time for every state to start opening up.
Yeah.
Will people die? Yeah. Were people dying before? Yeah. Like the amount of people that's gonna die yearly in comparison to what it was before, it's not gonna be substantial because a lot of people are gonna be scared and it's still gonna stay home
Hmm.
this entire time. So I don't think outside of the initial year in the beginning when people were dying from the
Hmm.
virus during the summer right now, I don't believe the numbers are gonna be that much different from our yearly basis.
Hmm.
During the fall and winter of next year is where I'm not sure. So what I believe right now people should be doing, because I'm pretty sure Trump just announced that he was going to cut employers' taxes, and
Hmm.
if he cuts employers' taxes, which means they have more money inside their pocket, they can pay employees more money. Go fucking work. Go work and stack that shit up.
Yeah,
Because this winter is going to be a hard winter.
because even now, like I'm for opening up just because, bro, I'm I'm all over Brooklyn, Queens, Brooklyn, Queens. Yeah, Brooklyn, Queens. I'm all over Brooklyn and Queens all the time. And it's just like it's packed everywhere, bro. I went to Walmart. I should have taken a freaking video. I was gonna go and take a video just to show you how ridiculous that shit is. But it's like, all right, like listen, if people are gonna be outside, can we start opening some businesses up? Like people need to work. People need to work. Everyone is already outside.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody gives a fuck. The
Yeah.
protesters, they have the little masks, and that's helpful. But
Not
shit,
really. They're too close to each other. The masses ain't really going to save them.
shit, man. And
Especially
you're gonna be in
if
the
a
heat.
beard.
You're gonna be in the heat with a mask on. You're gonna take that shit off eventually.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's
I don't
touching
know.
each other.
I'm for opening up at least a little bit, bro. Cause it's just like, all right, like it's just come on, bro.
Oh yeah, I believe New York should start opening up like their restaurants and shit. The
Yeah, restaurants.
restaurants should be opening up. Movie theaters with certain capacity.
Yeah,
Um, I believe most things should be opening up with a certain capacity.
yeah, because you could definitely do it. You could definitely do it. Restaurants, you don't have to open them up. Like you said, at full capacity. But it could be like like 50%. Start slowly,
Mm-hmm.
see where it goes. How big is your restaurant? Get some employees in there. Cause, damn, bro, it's gonna be tough. This is what it's already been 3 months.
Yeah,
3 months without a paycheck. Some of us are lucky because they get freaking unemployment and it's like 600 plus
whatever
what
you
you
used
used
to
to get
get.
paid. I was like, yo, what do you mean? What do you mean 600 plus whatever you used to get paid?
I'm gonna do that shit.
I don't know why you haven't done it. That's
I signed up for it recently. I'll talk to you about the taxes after. I don't want everybody to
yeah,
know.
it's crazy. But I don't know
You have to
personally.
remember. You have to remember I worked in Texas too, so it's a
It's
little
more
more.
difficult.
It's a little more difficult. But it's gonna pay off. But I'll talk about
Hopefully,
that.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Like again, I believe the coronavirus was real. It was real. I think it was actually affecting lives and stuff.
Anyone that's saying this is a fucking hoax is retarded.
I think there's just people seeing it hindsight being 2020. You know, like, oh well, it's not killing people now. Where is it now? Where is it now? You
Yeah,
know,
but
well,
that kind of argument, that kind of thought process, that kind of argument is like after you
you
ended
wouldn't think.
After World War II ended. Oh, where's the war now? There's no more war now. Where did it go? Huh? Is there no more war? People are not going to war anymore. There's no more wars. Am I frozen on your screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see myself frozen right now too. I don't know why. Let me sure I turn off my video
Oh,
real
there we
quick.
go. There you go. Everything's fine. No, you fuck. It fixed
I turned it
itself.
back on. Yeah.
Okay. No,
Yeah,
but it,
like man, that kind of thinking is so flawed. And I think the more I'm not sure if this is me. Maybe it has something in common. But the more I watch uh, my age bracket, or I just watch, it's like watching sheep
mhm.
or dominoes. You know how when you plug one domino,
The
they
rest
just
fall.
all fall down. They all just get in line and fall down with that one domino.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it seems like social media is really doing to a lot of people. And it's like I feel like there's not enough
I
thinkers out
understand.
there.
I would even take it a step further. I think social media is doing that to people, but it's doing it so quickly that nobody focuses in one issue.
Hmm.
You know, like when I was using Twitter, which I'm not doing that shit no more. It was like it was quick spurs of news. You know, Black Lives Matter. The sky is blue. The ocean is wet. I don't know.
I mean,
Uh,
if you use Twitter to look at what people are saying, that's to me that's the
the
for us
best use of it.
for what we do as
Yeah,
a podcast. That's the worst way of using it.
but it's just like they don't focus on one issue. Like everything, they you forget about everything.
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
like focus on something.
I feel like for me and you, we have to pay attention. We have to pay attention to what's trending, and we need
Hmm.
to pay attention to news, like actual news, like read articles and whatnot. That's what me and you should be focused on.
Hmm.
I am not working. Listen, bro. I've watched a girl I went to high school with consistently say, okay, there's a picture of a cop that had his head bashed in with a skull,
Hmm.
and I watched her respond with suck it up, you bitch."
Yeah,
I'm like, okay,
that dumbass.
we're, situation reverse, and someone's gonna bash you in the head with a skull, and that cop can save you. I'm not saying what I hope. I'm not saying what you think I'm about to say. I'm not saying it. What I'm saying is, if that cop goes, "Suck it up, bitch," how's the world gonna feel about that?
I mean, enough said.
Shit.
Because actually, I was thinking about this the
Yo,
other
bro,
day.
just to go with jokes, bro.
Go.
Like, I wish, I wish
Have some
that
fun. Go.
I was in some type of law enforcement
Uh huh.
and I had my social media and I'm gonna look at everyone that said something. I'm gonna remember all their addresses. So when they call me to pull up over there, I'm gonna be like, "Did you say this? Nah, yikes, nigga, you thought? Oh, what? You're stealing your shit. Used for looting. What happened?
No, no, no. You should be like, I don't get paid enough for this. You defunded the police. Just walk
Yeah,
out.
I don't get paid enough. You defunded me. Sorry. Let me talk to one of my agents. They'll get there in 2 to 3 weeks to see what happens.
Like,
Fuck
hold
you.
up, hold up. Let me see if we have enough on the budget. Give me a few. Hold your breath. They're choking you. Hold your breath.
Just hold your breath. Hopefully they'll think you're gone. Come on, bro. Like I don't know. And one cop said a crazy statistic. He
Mhm.
said cops make 375 million interactions a year.
Mhm.
300 and 75 million interactions a year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you think you've ever interacted with something ever in your life 300 million times besides your dick?
Probably more with my dick.
I don't even think I touched my dick that many times.
I mean, now I'm interacting with a lot of I don't know if it's that many people. I mean, I don't know how many people I interact on a day-to-day basis now.
Ew.
But before, shit.
You gotta think just so. Okay, most cops to retire as a cop, you have to be like what, 40 years old, 40, 50, right? So you have a whole thing of cops, a whole school of cops across the nation. 30 years into the force, like 30 years times 300 million. What was that, like halfway to like a trillion interactions? That's a
Yeah, I
lot.
forgot about it.
That's a lot. Things are gonna happen. Like I said before, anytime you have a pool of anything that it's so big, irregularities are gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But what else can I talk about? Drew Brees?
Yeah, I want to talk about Drew Brees. We could talk about defund the police after, or you want to get into Drew Brees first?
Well, Drew Brees. I don't think Drew Brees is gonna be that long. You probably gonna have more to talk about than I do.
Yeah. So I don't know if you saw the comments that he
I'm
said.
not a big football guy.
I'm not either. It's just his comments that got people riled up, and then the person that defended him just added fuel to the fire. Because I feel like she probably should have not said anything, especially now. I feel like now she probably should have known, like
Oh, after, cause then she have something with
LeBron and Kevin
LeBron.
Durant.
Yeah, Laura
LeBron and
Ingram,
Kevin,
right?
yeah. So LeBron and Kevin Durant said something about Trump that she didn't like, and she basically told him to just shut the fuck up. You guys are just basketball players. But now that Drew Brees is saying his opinion, her stance on it is he's entitled to have an opinion. Which I'm like, all right, listen, sis, you need to realize that you said something in the past about athletes giving their opinion on political issues.
Sure, but how many years ago was that though?
Like one,
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a year ago.
two.
I'm
Okay,
pretty
even
sure.
if it's
I'm pretty sure LeBron was still with the Cavs when she said that, right? Something about shut up and dribble. Yeah, I remember Trump was elected in 2016.
no, but it was not that long ago. Maybe 2 years ago.
They were
Yeah, I think
champion.
2 years
When was the
ago.
last time? When's the last time he won a championship?
Who?
LeBron. I'm pretty sure it was the year.
2016.
Yeah, that was the last time he won, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So that was, I think
but
that was a year the shut up and dribble became big.
no, because Kevin Durant was with the Warriors, so I believe that was 2018. What she
17
said?
then? 17 maybe?
Maybe 2017, 2017 and 18, because I know Kevin was with the Warriors in that year.
Okay. What did she say to
Uh,
Kevin?
It was basically to the both of them, shut the fuck up. It was shut up and dribble.
Yeah.
But
That
in
was
other
shut up and
words, it
dribble.
was just like, shut up. You're basketball players.
It's like
But now,
more than an athlete. That's
yeah,
his whole brand now. More than an athlete. Yeah.
more than an athlete. But now, Drew Brees said his comments about that national anthem, saying that, I'm just gonna paraphrase. Basically, when he looks at the flag, he sees the people that fought for the country, meaning his grandfather who was in the army and fought for the flag, and he feels disrespected when people kneel for the flag. The thing is that he actually kneeled for the flag with the Kaepernick when he was doing it. So I don't know why he changed his mind there. He changed his mind. It is what it is. But I mean, you used to do it too. So I guess you're being a little bit of a hypocrite now, because I guess you were disrespecting the flag then, but you didn't go fuck then. And now her whole thing is like, oh no, he's allowed to have an opinion. And I'm like, oh, well, what do you mean? You're being a hypocrite now. Because listen, if you want to change your mind, you can change your mind, but you need to say that you changed your mind. You need to say, listen, in the past I said this about athletes, but now I realize that I was wrong. And he's giving his opinion. You can give her a pass then, but she didn't say that. And after that, she doubled down on it. And she basically said, nah, stand what I said. Basically, LeBron, shut the fuck up. And Drew Brees, yeah, he's allowed to have an opinion. We're in a country of diverse opinions and backgrounds. And it's like, whoa. You see the bullshit?
I hear you. I think his hypocrisy stems from the fact that she believes in what Drew Brees is saying, and she didn't believe in what LeBron is saying. I think people are trying to
Agreed.
make it. I think people are trying to make it a race thing, and
Yeah.
I don't think that's what it is. I think what Drew Brees said, because I don't believe anyone in Fox News was a fan of when Drew Brees took a knee with Kaepernick.
Kaepernick for me.
Yeah, no one was with that. Everyone said that was disrespectful to the flag, and now he's defending the flag, which it seems that she seems to be in support of.
Him.
That's why she's supporting what he said. I don't remember what LeBron said that made her respond the way she responded, but I'm pretty sure something against Trump. That was one.
Yeah, F Trump. Yeah.
Yeah, and to reiterate what I was saying, it seems that Laura Ingraham is on the Trump bandwagon.
Mm-hmm.
So she said something distasteful that people have also said is racial.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that I think it just comes down to her believing in certain things. I don't think it has anything to do with race.
I see your point of view, but I feel
that that's me. That's me. But let me clarify. I don't see everything as a race thing. Mm-hmm. I don't. You know, a lot of people. I consider myself an American. A lot of people, you know, I'm Dominican and I'm Puerto Rican, but being Puerto Rican is being American, right? So that's my clarification of that. I see myself as an American. I don't see things as racial issues. I see things more of community issues, and there's biases within these communities against other communities.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I see it, as a way to frame my viewpoints. Go.
I hear you. My thing is just like you should be more aware of the way you need to be aware of what you say, especially when you're in a news outlet like that.
Like, she's aware of what she's saying.
Then she also needs to be aware of how it seems, because it's not a good look.
She's aware.
It's not a good look.
It's not a good look, but she's aware. But I don't think she cares.
You should fucking care. Right now, that is not flying. I guess it's in her news network. You know, it's like, oh yeah,
that's
go ahead.
I don't think a lot of people are understanding that it's people like Laura Ingraham and people like Trump are not trying to gain. I'm not trying to gain the people that's going to try to shut them down in the first place. They already know those people are not going to be turned. Right? Yeah. Granted, me and you can both agree that what they are saying, or what to me anyway right now, with what Laura Ingraham is saying, seems to come off a type of way. But if I was in Laura Ingram's shoes, like, okay, let's just speak about me, just in general. When someone is saying some shit that I don't fuck with, and I'm gonna say something that's gonna annoy that person, usually what I'm gonna say is gonna annoy that person, and maybe people that like that person are gonna get annoyed too. At that point, I'm not gonna give a fuck if the people that fuck with that person get annoyed, because those people were never gonna be on my side in the first place. So why would I pander to them? My people are still with me. If I say for example, if I see a comment about racists, like fuck racists and stuff like that, right? Racists are gonna hate it, right? But racists were never gonna be on my side in the first place. Is it gonna change the fact that you're still my nigga? No. Is it gonna change the fact that people that are supporting me before supporting me are gonna continue supporting me? No. What I said is something within my character already. She didn't lose anyone for her comments, at least in my opinion. Yeah. So for her, it's like, so what? You guys are gonna hate me in the first place.
I guess for me, it's just like, okay, so LeBron can have an opinion, but to him, it's just shut the fuck up.
And obviously,
because you're an athlete. But now, oh shit, he agrees with me. He's allowed to have an opinion.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, listen, it's just
hypocrisy. Yeah.
To me, it's just like, all right, bitch. Like, come on, you need to see the hypocrisy there.
Yeah, I believe she does. I think she does. I don't think she's an idiot. People think just because someone says the tasteful things that makes them like intelligent, like less intelligent than they are. No, they say something this mean or this nasty. It doesn't make them dumb.
I guess it makes me insensitive. I could go by that.
Yeah.
Yeah, insensitive to me. I don't know. I feel like she just. I mean, I think she should shut up.
Sure, I'm pretty sure a lot of people think that she should shut up.
Yeah, just shut up and go back to the fucking kitchen.
But I'm pretty sure after the whole thing that happened with LeBron,
Okay, right there.
no one's gonna care about no one after she said whatever she said about LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
No one cared about what she had to say in the first place. Not no one. People that are supporters of LeBron or took it as race baiting in some type of way. They didn't care what she had to say. They're gonna attack her when they believe she's saying something racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I give it a spotlight. In the other hand, LeBron, real quick. Where was all of this social activism when your pockets were in danger with China? Remember, he was like, it's hurting people spiritually. The riots in Hong Kong, the protests in Hong Kong, hurts people spiritually, mentally, and financially. But I guess when it's an issue in the United States, I'm all in. I'm not going to be criticized here. I'm not going to lose no pocket. I'm not going to lose no money.
That's not fair.
How is it not fair? How is that not fair? How is it not fair?
One, you're asking the question of something that's going on across the world, which does not directly relate him.
But he's an activist. That's why he keeps going around. He's an activist. He's for choice. He's for protest. He's for all this shit. All I'm saying is
that's his brand. But China is a different country than America.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because in the long run, LeBron can say whatever he wants. LeBron could be the biggest political pundit the world has ever seen in America. But in the long run, he's only able to be what he is in America. So, like, even though he might have differing views or whatever like that, and he said whatever he could say about him in China, he wouldn't be able to do the same thing in China.
Oh, fuck no.
Exactly. So, like, his viewpoints on China shouldn't be the same viewpoints he has over here for America.
But my another thing is just like he was basically telling other people that it shouldn't be speaking on issues that they didn't know nothing about, and this is an issue that the China issue he didn't know nothing about it, and he was basically telling somebody else to shut up. But my whole thing is just like, okay, so he's giving his opinion on his shit. You're not brave enough to stand up and say what you just say when you're here. When you're safe in the United States of America, you're an activist, you're out in the front lines. But when your pockets are in danger, you want to shut the fuck up. So you're just an activist when it benefits you. That's the way I see it. Like if you're gonna have the persona that you're an activist, when push comes to shove,
so he has to be an activist in every country. Is what you're saying?
If that's what you want to be, if you want to be an activist,
but where has he stated that he wants to be an activist for China?
It doesn't matter. It's not just about China. It's about equality. That's the whole thing. Equality more than an athlete.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be here for America, though.
So he's just for equality in America.
Have you ever heard him talk about the Middle East? No. Exactly.
No, but
when it came to China, he had a choice.
When it came to China, he had a choice. Either shut up
when it came to China, he didn't open up the conversation about China. People opened up that conversation about China to him.
And if he didn't want to say nothing about it, he should have just shut the fuck up. Just don't say nothing. Don't start telling other people shut up.
But he had okay. And that point, when you're being asked questions about the press, sure you can dodge it or whatever.
No comment, baby.
But people that he works with or for are involved with China, so he can't make the people he fucks with look bad, and that point. So the whole activism thingy, it's like I'm not mad at him for having a stance.
I don't know, bro. The way I say it, if you're trying to show that you're about that life, when here comes the big dogs, that's my whole problem. If you're about that life, if you keep going on that you're about that equality life, when a little push, someone start pushing you a little bit and you start backing out, all right, then you're not about it. Shut up.
I mean,
you're not about it.
I just don't believe that you can equate what's going on in China with America. It's two different governments. He's not in one place, he's in another place. And over here, it's his people it is his people that he feels is being targeted for something. There's two different things. Even though they are similar in some ways, they're completely different in other ways. And where they're different is more important than where they're similar, in my opinion.
I guess.
I'm not mad at him for his stance. Do I agree with all of his stances? No. But I'm not mad at his stance. I understand his stance. I
I don't know.
understand why he made his brand the way he made his brand.
Yeah, but I just feel like, listen, you want to talk that talk, but when the big dogs come around,
You think
about
China?
pussy.
You think China has big dogs? Never seen a big dog from China.
No, you just pushback. That's like, okay. That's like, I don't know. Give me, okay, TYT, extremely progressive. Therefore, probably Bernie and against Trump.
They're not even progressive. They're morons.
Okay, whatever. What I'm saying is, let's just say you get an interview with them, you go to them, and as soon as you're there with them, you back on. You're like, oh, I'm a Bernie supporter. Oh, Bernie.
Tory's progressive. TYT is retarded.
It's retarded.
Yes.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, to me, it's like you talk this talk when you're here, but when you're with them, you're like, hey, Bernie supporter, bro. I'm a Bernie supporter day one. I believe in everything that Bernie tells me. I believe it. You're in TYT side. That's like, whoa, you talk this talk, but when it's time to act, you're a pussy.
Yeah,
now.
I mean, you see the same thing with TYT when Bernie lost. We're gonna take down Hillary, and then they started sucking Hillary's asshole. We need to get Hillary into office. If you elect this man into office, the world is
Oh
gonna
yeah,
end.
I remember some of it. I remember when
4 years later,
Jank
Cenk
was
Uygur.
decided to vote for Hillary. I was like, fuck it.
He's like, yeah. I had to pick between shut the fuck up. And he was like, if you guys heard, I said if Bernie loses, Trump is gonna win. Never said that. You can't listen to T. I mean,
No, I don't listen to TYT. I'm just using it as an example.
I listen to TYT to see how the other side of intelligence people think.
Yeah, but that's not the other side. That's like the extreme other side.
Yeah, I know.
That's like following who's that TYT equivalent on the other side? Ben Shapiro?
No, because okay, this is why I don't. I can't think of the other side. A lot of people would say Fox News. I disagree with that because a lot of what Fox News says, at least in the recent years, because I've only been paying attention to Fox recently, is based off of facts and numbers and whatnot, right? TYT, it all seems super opinionated and all pointing in one direction. It doesn't seem like they could give someone a high five for doing something good. Like no news network talks about Trump's economy or what he did to the economy. No one, not a one. TYT never even speaks about the economy. Since Obama left office, they don't speak on the economy at all. Right? Like it's not where they try to focus on. With Ben Shapiro, I've been a fan of Ben Shapiro's for a long time. He calls out Republicans when they do something stupid. He does. He's like, this is stupid. I don't support this guy. When he went on Bill Maher's show, and Bill Maher was like, this guy's a moron. He's gonna destroy the world. This and that, blah blah blah. And Ben Shapiro made a good point. He's like, which one is it, Bill? And he was like, what do you mean? Is he a fucking baby moron idiot, or is he an insane dictator that's gonna destroy the world? Is he a mad scientist or a dumb baby? You need to pick one. He can't be both. And he's like, okay, but when all this stuff comes out, this and that, blah blah. And then Ben was like, yo, if information comes out that he's a criminal, then I'm all for the acquittal. I'm all for him to go to jail. Like a criminal is a criminal. It won't change the fact that he's a Republican. He's a criminal is a criminal. But I want to wait for evidence. You guys want to pass judgment before evidence is there. Which, by the way, that's authoritarian governments do in the first place. Which is why I wasn't in favor for this. Which is why I'm not in favor for certain democratic people in the first place, because they tend to push people into make a decision now. Don't worry about the consequences. Make a decision now. He's a rapist. I don't care if someone said it somewhere one day. You know, and it's like that's really what started pushing me away. If I'm being honest, stuff like that is what started pushing me away. And then I started looking at arguments. I started looking at debates. Debates is where I first started at. Where I started looking at Ben Shapiro debates, Sam Harris debates, Jordan Peterson debates. I just started looking at debates in general, and Candace Owens debates, And it's like when one group of people were arguing points, they were arguing off numbers and things people could measure. And the other group of people were arguing in arbitrary ways that you can't measure, like morals. You can't measure morals. Let's just say right, wrong, right? If something's right, you get a point. If something's wrong, you lose a point, right? That's a way of measuring it. But if you say something akin to like murder of a 6-year-old man is not as bad as murder of a 61-year-old man, then it's like you're trying to equate morals. You're trying to measure it. And it's like, well, I didn't like that kind of form of argument.
Mm-hmm.
I tended to lean towards arguments that are sound, have reasoning behind it, and are logical. I'm not fond of emotional arguments because being upset, being offended doesn't make you correct. It just means that you're offended or upset.
Mm.
Yeah.
I used to watch TYT like back in 2015, like coming up to the election in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And then like it was after 2016 that after the election, I stopped like listening to them, and then I came back to you seeing like, oh, what are they up to? I've not heard of them from like a year or some shit. And I started seeing like some of the stuff. I'm like, I feel like you guys are a little bit like over the top now. Like, what happened?
They are over the top. You know what's crazy? I was the same way too. When Bernie first came out, I was a fan of TYT.
Yeah, I was a fan of
And
TYT,
then,
but
and, then, and, then, and then I kept watching, and I listened to the arguments like, well, that's not what that means. That's
I
not
forgot what
means.
it was. There was a video that went up where I listened to it, and I was like, all right, what the fuck was I doing all of 2016? This was not the people I was listening to. I was listening to something else. I forgot what the fuck they were trying to argue. I think they were trying to. I think it was something against Ben Shapiro.
Have you ever seen the like TYT meltdowns?
They go crazy.
Those videos. No, I'm saying, have you ever seen the compilations?
Yeah, I've seen the compilations
Yo, that
of
shit is
Sank
so
going
funny.
crazy.
Going
Who's
crazy,
the other girl? Amelia.
Yeah, the nose girl. That she got her nose. Her
Yeah.
nose done. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot the names.
I saw the one where Alex Jones came
name,
up to
like Anna or something like that.
Anna. Yeah, Anna. Anna Kasparian.
Yeah, there you go.
I saw another one where Alex Jones pulled up to their booth.
Yes. One second.
I saw another one where Alex Jones pulled up to their booth, and I think it was Jimmy Dore who just spit on him. I was like, yo.
and then try to run away, right?
Yeah, I was like, yo, what's going on? I don't know. Like, listen, sometimes they have points.
They don't have points. I've watched their debates. I don't believe I've seen a single TYT member win a debate. Have you ever seen any of their political debates? I saw Yank. I seen Sank. I seen Sank debate. I seen his nephew debate. I seen Anna debate.
That much.
They can't win debates. They don't know what they're talking.
The only debate I ever saw was him versus Ben Shapiro.
He got mollywopped.
I don't think he got mollywopped.
What good point do you think he made the entire?
I don't remember.
Yeah, we have to talk about that shit later on.
Like, I have to rewatch it.
You have to rewatch it, but
I watched the whole debate, and I felt that Ben had like singers, like he got the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't feel that he took over. Like I felt that okay, if you want to go 55-45, I'll go 55 Ben, 45. But it was not like he dominated. That from what I remember, I don't feel like he dominated.
I'll go 70-30. I go
70-30.
I go Ben 70, Sank 30.
Because the most I'll go is 60-40.
Sank's comebacks. His comebacks were like nothing. Just Google it. You can Google it.
Oh yeah, I remember he said a lot of Google stuff. I'm like, I don't want to Google.
You can Google it. I don't feel like he said anything. Like the only times he got the crowd behind him was when he said things like, "But this is what your donors do, and this is what they do. So why, when we do it, it's an issue." And then Ben would respond with, "When you first made TYT, this person gave you $4 million, right? I'm hoping he gave you $4 million so you can make him money, because that's how businesses work. If not, are you whoring for him? Like, are you a prostitute? Like, what's going on?"
I remember that. I got the crowd.
Yeah.
He got more singers. I feel like Ben got more singers.
Not even just that. The points Ben were saying were straight. These are straight points that you don't have to take a whole loop-de-loop for these things to make sense. The points for me that Sank was making was that it's okay. How come now that we do it, you can't do it?
Mm.
Right? Like
I don't remember that one.
I don't remember Sank making a good point the entire time.
I don't. I mean, I don't remember either of the points. I just remember that Ben had more singers.
Okay, but you remember Ben had zingers. You remember Ben moments, right? Tell me a Sank moment.
I know he had them, but I think
I
Ben
remember
had
the
more.
prostitute. Remember the hamburger.
I don't remember the hamburger. I don't remember them. I remember. All I know is that he had more zing moments. That's all I remember. And the only issue that I still remember that I can still be for TYT was the one to get money out of politics. That's the one that I'm like, that's a cool one. I agree with that one.
Sure.
You remember that one?
And then Ben said, yeah, money should be out of politics.
No, it was not in the debate. It was just I'm just mentioning an issue that I still agree with them on. It was money out of politics.
Well, it depends. So the issue with it is that I don't know. We'll talk about this some other time. That's
I don't remember I just know
that's another podcast.
Yeah, I just know that corporations giving money and then our politicians being owed to them. I feel like that shouldn't be like that. Like they should serve the people by the people. But we can get more facts some other time. Like I don't remember shit.
Yeah,
okay?
we'll talk about that stuff some other time. But to me, okay. But one last comment on the whole money and politics thingy is like, sure, you can make it illegal, but like, okay, donations, you can never make donations illegal.
Of course not, because then how the fuck people are gonna?
Okay, so if you can crowdfund from regular civilians, then you should be able to crowdfund from any civilian of America. And if that civilian just happens to own a billion-dollar corporation, they should be able to invest into you. It shouldn't be a business. The business of Facebook isn't investing, but maybe Mark Zuckerberg is. There's a difference between the two. I believe, for example, right? TYT. I think another argument that Ben made in the thingy, he said that okay. He said which one do you think Bernie support got more from, right? The donation you make, I think you guys made like a couple $100,000 donation to Bernie, or the fact that you spent an entire year stuck in his asshole for an entire year and talked about him all day. Yeah, he said something similar to that and to that effect, kissing his ass the entire election cycle. Which one do you believe is more impactful? Because he's like, if that's the case, then media shouldn't cover in presence either. Then you want to take money out of it? Sure, take media out of it too.
I mean, another argument for media could be not media. I mean, like corporations could be that they're voting for their interests, and that's what people are doing. They're voting for their interests.
That's what I'm saying.
But listen, ground level, I like the idea of the people should vote for the politicians, so because the politicians should vote for the people. I get it ground level, but then when we go to the details,
I agree. Yeah, I agree with you too. Sure, and if that's the case, that businesses shouldn't get involved with politicians.
Yeah,
and civilians should. Well, a billionaire person can still invest them. Don't take the issue away.
Yeah,
and let's say the person running for business or running for president, like Trump, that's a billionaire, runs. Who can run against him then? If you take all money out of the thingy, no one else can afford the advertising money. No one else can afford anything else. You know, you need another super rich person, and at that point, the rich will control the country even more than they already do.
Yeah, because I remember that Trump was financing his campaign the first time around, right? And I heard that it was like money.
He financed his entire campaign.
Yeah, because I heard that, but I heard that it cost him. Like he was like, shit.
You heard Mark Zuckerberg might be investing, or he might be supporting Trump.
I want to say that I did hear something about it.
Yeah, they apparently, I'm not sure if it's Facebook or him. They're is putting money into his campaign.
Oh, that's why someone said something about Instagram funding Black Lives Matter, and then they were like, "Wait, why are they doing that? Because isn't Facebook owns Instagram? Like that's different. That's like two different polar opposite." I don't know. We can get into it some other day because I don't got all the details. I'm like, I remember shit.
Again, Mark Zuckerberg is an individual. He owns the company, but ownership of the company doesn't make him the company itself.